What would you say is a good morning routine?
A good morning routine can really set the tone for the rest of your day. It often includes a mix of activities that help wake up your body and mind. For example, you could start with some light stretching or a bit of exercise, maybe a healthy breakfast, and a few minutes of like mindfulness or journaling. And of course, if you like coffee or tea, that can be a nice addition too. It's all about finding what works for you and what helps you feel energized and ready to go.
What is the best time to wake up in the morning?
It really depends on your personal schedule and what time you go to bed, but a lot of people find that waking up around 6 or 7 a.m. works well because it gives you a good amount of time in the morning before the typical workday starts. The key is to make sure you're getting enough sleep. So if you're going to bed earlier, then waking up earlier can feel really natural and refreshing.
How many hours of sleep should a typical person get?
Most adults do best with about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. It's definitely a bit individual, so some people might feel great with just 7 hours, while others really need that full 9 to feel their best. It's all about listening to your body and making sure you feel rested and alert during the day.
Got it. I was wondering if you can give me a structured routine that I can perform on a daily basis after I wake up in the morning, like based on the things that you just mentioned.
Absolutely. Here's a simple structure you can try out. When you wake up, you can start with about 5 to 10 minutes of stretching or light exercise just to get your blood flowing. Then maybe spend 5 or 10 minutes doing some mindfulness or meditation or even journaling if you enjoy that. After that, you can have a healthy breakfast, something that gives you good energy, maybe some protein, some fruits, whatever you like. And then once you're done with that, you can review your goals or your to-do list for the day so you feel organized and ready to go. So it could be something as simple as that, and you can always tweak it to fit your preferences.
Okay, so talking about reviewing your goals, what do you mean by that? What does that entail?
Reviewing your goals in the morning can be as simple as looking over what you want to accomplish that day, or even reminding yourself of your bigger long-term goals. So for daily goals, it could be checking your to-do list, prioritizing the most important tasks, and just making sure you know what you want to get done. For bigger goals, it might be reflecting on what you're working towards in the long run and making sure that the things you're doing that day align with those bigger aspirations. It just helps keep you focused and motivated.
Got it. Now, going back to meditation, can you tell me the different forms of meditation out there? And for somebody who just starts to meditate, what are the tips that you can provide so that somebody can have a successful meditation session?
There are definitely a lot of different forms of meditation out there. Some popular ones include mindfulness meditation, where you focus on your breath and staying present in the moment. Guided meditation, where you listen to someone walk you through a relaxing scenario or visualization. And then there's also mantra meditation, where you repeat a calming word or phrase. For someone just starting out, I'd say keep it simple. Start with just a few minutes a day. Find a quiet spot where you won't be disturbed and try to focus on your breath. If your mind wanders, which it probably will, that's totally normal. Just gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, you can gradually increase the amount of time you meditate and just be patient and kind with yourself during the process.
So when you say increase the time, what is the kind of like the duration when you start the mindfulness meditation? And can you just tell me again the benefit of mindfulness meditation?
When you're just starting out with mindfulness meditation, you can begin with as little as 3 to 5 minutes a day, and then gradually increase that time as you get more comfortable. So maybe working your way up to 10 or 15 minutes, and eventually even 20 minutes or more if you like. The benefits of mindfulness meditation are pretty great. It helps reduce stress. It can improve your focus and concentration. It can help you become more aware of your thoughts and emotions. And it can even contribute to an overall sense of well-being and calm. So it's definitely worth giving it a try and being consistent with it.
Cool. Thank you. And you also mentioned about journaling. What exactly do you put in your journal? What are the things that you typically write in a journal? And then you say do it in the morning, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. Journaling in the morning can be a great way to start your day. Some people like to do something called morning pages, where you just write whatever comes to mind for a few pages, kind of like a brain dump. Others might jot down their goals, their intentions for the day, things they're grateful for, or even just reflections on how they're feeling. It's really flexible, so you can make it your own and write whatever feels helpful to you.
Got it. What about reading a book? Is there anything that I can incorporate as far as reading is concerned into my morning routine? What do you think of that?
Oh, absolutely. Reading can be such a great addition to a morning routine. Even if it's just for a few minutes, it can be a nice, peaceful way to start your day. You could read something inspirational, like a personal development book, or maybe something related to in a positive place and spark some creativity. You're welcome. I'm glad you found that helpful. If you have any other questions or want to fine tune your routine even more, just let me know.
Sorry, you got cut out on the reading part. Can you just repeat the answer for me about reading in the morning?
Of course, reading in the morning can be a wonderful addition to your routine. Even just a few minutes of reading something inspirational, like a personal development book, or something related to your interests and goals, can really set a positive tone for the day. It can spark creativity, motivation, and help you start the day with a calm and focused mind.
Got it. Can you suggest some books that I can read as part of my morning routine?
Sure, if you're looking for something inspirational, you might enjoy The Miracle Morning by Hal Elrod, which is actually all about creating a powerful morning routine. Another great one is Atomic Habits by James Clear, which offers really practical tips on building good habits and breaking bad ones. If you're into something more reflective, The Daily Stoic by Ryan Holiday gives you daily meditations and insights inspired by Stoic philosophy. All of these can give you a great boost in the morning and set a positive tone for the day.
Got it. Thank you. I think that's it for a good morning routine. Can you also elaborate on what is a good evening routine before you go to bed?
Absolutely. A good evening routine can help you wind down and get ready for a restful night's sleep. You might start by setting aside some time to unplug from screens, maybe about an hour before bed, and do something relaxing like reading or gentle stretching. Some people like to do a bit of journaling at night as well, maybe reflecting on the day or jotting down things they're grateful for. You can also create a calming environment by dimming the lights, maybe using some calming scents like lavender, and just giving yourself a little bit of time to unwind so that when you do go to bed, you're nice and relaxed and ready for sleep.
Got it. Going back to the morning routine, you mentioned about drinking some protein drinks and stuff like that. Can you elaborate on that and what kind of drinks should I incorporate into my morning routine? Like water you mentioned or protein, and like what about fruit juices? What's your recommendation on that?
Yeah, definitely. Starting your day with a glass of water is always a great idea because it helps rehydrate you after a night's sleep. If you enjoy something like lemon water, that can add a little boost of vitamin C and a refreshing taste. If you're into smoothies or protein shakes, those can be a great way to get some nutrients in the morning, especially if you add fruits, veggies, or a protein powder. And if you enjoy fruit juices, just keep in mind that they can have a lot of sugar, so maybe go for something fresh and balanced. Really, it's all about what makes you feel good and energized in the morning.
Got it. Thank you so much. I think this is good, and I appreciate your answers to these questions, more in routine and even in routine for me. And I hope to ask you for further guidance on various good life practices. Thank you again. Bye bye.
You're so welcome. I'm really glad I could help, and definitely feel free to reach out anytime you have more questions or want to chat about good habits and routines. Have a great day and take care.
Bye.